Yo peeps, check it. Jovial Entertainment here for another On the Chopping Block movie review.
Movie review. Woo! I'm not a DJ, so
None of us are, but we're keeping it fresh.
yeah.
Today's movie review is going to be and you guys know what it is because we're here for it. Suicide Squad.
It's been everywhere. Everyone's a review for this one.
It has.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Well, I mean, without going.
I thought it was f***ing shit.
What?
I'm just gonna say it. Screw it, guys. Listen, there was so many. Wait!
There's too much goddamn negativity around this movie already. We don't need any more like.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. You don't really need to shoot him though. But...
Yeah, well, it's what bad guys is what we do.
I'll take that. Just,
Yeah.
We don't need any more
Yeah.
incidents.
Apologise.
I'm just gonna put this down here.
That's good.
Cool.
That's good. That's good.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad?
Taylor Wilson, rest in peace.
We should probably see Flower Source family.
Probably.
Anyway, guys, Suicide Squad.
Squad.
Suicide Squad, directed by David Ayer. Now,
Yes.
big fan of David Ayer. I love End of Watch. It's a great film. Have you seen End of Watch?
I haven't actually.
Yeah, it's good.
Sorry.
It's really good. It's really. It's like a cop movie, all from like chest cam and kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Really well.
Yeah.
Just really beautiful
Okay.
story. And I love Fury. Fury was really good.
Okay, yes, Fury was good.
And he
yes,
wrote Training Day.
He did write Training Day, and that's a great film as
Yeah,
well.
and the dude I think is a really great talent. So when I heard David Ayer was going to do Suicide Squad, I was in.
Pretty pumped,
I was
yeah.
in. I mean, I was in regardless, but when David Ayer was attached, I was well in.
Yeah.
And so this film stars a lot of great talent.
Some big names,
I mean, Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Joel Kinnaman,
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, Jared Leto, and Jai Courtney, who, first positive thing I want to say about this movie, is that that's his best role he's ever done in his life.
I'll agree with that.
If he was shit, I do not want to see him ever in a movie, but he was good, so I'll give him another chance. This movie is set a little bit while after Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I don't know if they specify, do they? But yeah, it's
No,
set
they don't
after,
specify,
after
but-
the events of
Pretty much the government agency is setting up a suicide squad full of like
Task Force X.
task force. Oh my god, my words. Setting up a squad of like kind of supervillains to go do really dangerous missions that will pretty much most likely get them killed.
Exactly. Hence Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and if they succeed or they do well, then they get time off, reduced sentence, time off their prison sentence.
Okay, so I'm actually a big Suicide Squad fan.
How many comic books do you own of Suicide
Anyway,
Squad?
I don't know the exact number, Tom, but I have a fair stack
He's
of
got a
like
box.
Suicide
He's got a box.
Yes, I've been a fan of Suicide Squad long before the film was even mentioned, and so I was very excited to hear about it being made when it first got mentioned, and seeing those initial trailers as well.
Yeah.
Yummy.
It was definitely one of those movies that they just nailed the trailers and they nailed the marketing. They kind of, it was like what Deadpool did. They did really well.
Yeah.
I wish they learnt that. Like what doing Batman v Superman. But these trailers are amazing. And the Queen trailer.
Now, there has been a lot of negativity about this film, as you probably all know. Maybe you didn't like it. But, that's silly.
I'll go on now.
I went in, I guess maybe for me it was because I went in wanting to like it, because these are characters I love anyway, or most of them anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like maybe it was like depending on the mindset going into it, like what you took away from it. But I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great. Like there was definitely parts like maybe missing or things they missed. Things they did that they could have done differently or should have done differently rather. But I mean, overall, I did enjoy it, and just like seeing those characters. Let's talk about the characters for a minute.
Yes, talk about the characters.
Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Amazing.
I thought she was fantastic.
Great.
Um,
that was hard because everyone knew that was going to be great.
Yeah,
perfect casting.
it was one of those ones where you could tell just from the little snippets from the trailer that was what you were going to get.
Yeah, she's nailed it.
In the movie,
Yeah.
she did. I thought she was awesome in that role. It was something different because I'm used to. I love the Harley Quinn of the Batman animated series of the '90s. When she was like voiced by Alan Sorkin.
Yeah.
And
they reference that Harley Quinn as well.
And they do.
Not getting into it, but they do. It's very cool. It's a bit of a geek moment there.
Yeah. So there's definitely little fan shout outs in there, which is really cool. But yeah, I thought she was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't really have I don't think I have anything bad to say about her role in the film.
Joker.
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 Now, obviously
I'm
a
interested to
lot
see what
of
you're taking
controversy
the Joker as,
about
yeah.
this particular Joker based on those initial pictures that came out with the tattooed face and the tattooed everything
And the grills and the teeth.
and the grills. Now, I was actually quite intrigued when I saw those pictures. I wasn't dissuaded
I wasn't.
by the Joker based on those images, and the Joker is my favorite character of all time. I've said this before. I've said this to you guys, I think.
You're an anarchist. You're
No, I just think he's a great character. I love him. He's so much fun. He's crazy, and so I actually wasn't too sure what to think. And then again, based on what we see of him in the trailers, I was like, okay, this could be pretty cool. And for me, I think he nailed it. Like,
Oh, okay.
again, I think very different. If you look at the the live action Jokers
Yeah.
that have been done
They're
to
all
both Jack
different.
Nicholson, Heath
Yeah.
Ledger, and obviously going back Cesar Romero as
Oh
well.
my god, yeah.
All four of them so very different, and I think he fits perfectly into that role of just another different Joker,
Yeah.
yet still being iconically the Joker. I didn't have a problem with him,
No.
and I thought his role in Suicide Squad, it didn't take away anything from the fact that it was a Suicide Squad movie, not a Joker Batman type of movie.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I think it was good. Only issue with the Joker was that, again, he wasn't in it. I felt enough. They kind of, the way it was pitched was like the Joker was going to be in this movie, but
See, I see what you're saying, but I kind of like that.
yeah, I get it because but he didn't have much as far as a role within the movie other than saving Harley. I really liked Will Smith. I think he was a great Deadshot. I think it was fine.
See, I'm yes and no on
Oh,
this
yeah, really?
because like Deadshot's probably one of my favorite characters as well as far as like the DC universe goes, and I don't think that Will Smith was bad, but I felt like he was too Will Smithy, this blockbuster.
There was those
cool-
moments where it's like, okay, like this moment needs a quippy line, and then who used to say that quippy line is Will Smith, and he kind of nails those quippy lines. But I know what you mean by being too Will Smith and the fact that
I saw too much Will Smith, not enough him being this Deadshot character.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was
Yeah.
like, I love Will Smith. Don't get me wrong, but like he was too Will Smithy. He was too cool. He was like.
But he was one of the characters that had the most fleshed out character development.
Yeah, definitely.
It's him and Harley had the most like set up character wise.
Yeah.
Everyone else unfortunately was left quite fell short. Like
I think that's kind of good in a way because you don't want to have all the characters that are in the squad to have big overpowering stories and story arcs. I mean, it'd be nice to have some character development, but I mean, when it comes down to it, he's a bad man who's like he's part monster. We don't.
But they gave El Diablo more character development than Killer Croc, and they're technically equalness on the squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
It was just kind of uneven that way.
I guess. I mean, and I can't say I know everything about the Suicide Squad as far as the comics go.
Yeah.
I sort of mostly
More
know
most
the
people
newer
do.
iterations.
Yeah.
From the New 52 kind of onwards.
Yeah.
But like El Diablo, he is that kind of character. I actually thought he was one of my favorite parts of the film. El Diablo, and his little like character arc, even though it was a bit small, some of it was a bit hacky, but.
They kind of throw it in. Like the same with Katana as well. I found that they just kind of threw in, like obviously she jumps the plane, obviously Katana.
Yeah,
And I was like, come on.
Yeah, she's one of the ones I didn't quite know why she was there.
Yeah.
Like she appears in some of the comics
Other than
and
to
stuff,
back up Rick Flag.
and that's cool. And yeah, she's not one of the bad guys. Yeah, she's there for Rick Flag, which is cool. But like, she probably didn't need to be there.
Yeah,
Like,
and they did kind of shoehorn this whole bit when she's talking to the sword. I actually really enjoyed Cara Delevingne's Enchantress.
Ooh,
Enchantress.
yes.
She was quite perfect casting for the role, I think.
Yeah.
I like her character kind of changes throughout the film, but her initial kind of Enchantress look was very cool, and the transformation is awesome.
Oh, no, that was wicked.
And and not getting into spoilers or anything, but like her character kind of changes and she becomes more kind of CG-ish.
Which was weird.
Which was
but,
weird,
like,
but still kind of works. But yeah, I thought she was cool. Again, sometimes her character would come in and then just kind of kickstart something for not knowing why. Like, why is she doing that? Like, I know she's trying to do such and such, but...
Yeah, that was one thing. They didn't really explain her sort of past. Not June Moon.
You know who
but,
she is, but like what her original past was.
Yeah, the Enchantress. Like, you know what she is, but you don't really understand... Yeah, they didn't touch on her motive as to why she does the things she does in the film without going into spoilers.
Yeah. They're supposed to be supervillains,
Yeah.
right? They didn't seem like supervillains to me. They
No,
seemed like
that was another
lovable
thing.
rogues.
But yeah, they made them a little too heroic.
Yeah.
Just a little too much. Like,
They needed to be more shitty.
Like I don't feel like it's nice to. I think you can like your main characters, but still have them be bad guys. Like bad guys. You know? Like if you think, I won't get too into it, but yeah, they should have come across more like villains than they did.
Yeah.
But again, I still liked each of the characters mostly individually. So
Nice.
it was cool.
Yeah. the thing with this movie starts strong.
It does. It's
Very,
very, very strong.
Very, very strong. Just like Batman v Superman, they just start amazing and it just gets you in. I love the start because it's all about the character intros, and it's the closest thing I've seen to almost like a comic movie in the way they introduce their characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's like, oh, they're just reading a file, like, oh, this guy, and then they have this cool little, and every character has a song, and the soundtrack is amazing. Like, during through the whole movie, they had really good music, and so with all the character intros,
So you reckon
hefty budget on music.
Oh, yeah, definitely hefty budget. I thought with the music that it was they used most of the songs from the trailers, right?
Yeah.
And they all fit in different areas of the films. And I guess they sat okay in those scenes.
But generally, like, the rest of the score wasn't super memorable. But it was more just like the songs they chose for those character intros. Really, really good. And like the cool thing about those characters, they use like graphics and they use the color to set up these characters. And they go to backstories and there's quite a few flashbacks during the start.
Yeah.
And there's some cool geek moments in there when they're referencing future / past movies. And I was very much geeked out. And just the music and just like setting up, like, you know, she's getting introduced to Harley Quinn and how she met the Joker and just really great. And it's like exactly what I kind of wanted from a comic book movie at that point. Now, it's great. Starts off really well. Biggest problem with this movie, I found, was it has a massive tonal shift halfway. So the front end of this movie is fun and comic booky, whereas kind of what I wanted it to be. And then they get into the city, and then it becomes one massive long action scene. Like, it's and it loses the graphics, it loses the witty music.
I wish they'd kept that sort of
so it looks like
choice from the start right through.
So it looks like it's just had a massive tonal flip. And unfortunately, the actions are seen during the city with the action and where they're going is just the action's nothing super exciting. Not like a movie like The Raid, where it's everything's amazing. Like the action is well shot. It's kind of choppy all over the place. It seems like, again, it looks like someone kind of took a hatchet to it a little bit to either trim stuff out. I
agree. That's probably my biggest gripe with the film is the action. I think I was expecting some epic like sequence.
I was hoping, because I thought, okay, we'll get to the city and that's done. I think we'll get to a next thing. And it never went anywhere.
No, I didn't quite get there. I was really expecting a big scene where they would all obviously be teaming up in this big fight, and it would kind of showcase each of their talents, like in a special way, like, and they're doing this awesome like team up fight. You know, Boomerang would do some cool stuff with his boomerangs. Harley Quinn would be going crazy with a mallet or a bat and stuff. Katana, Deadshot just owning people one shots. But we didn't really quite get there. Like, you see little bits and pieces of their skills here and there. But I was really expecting just a fantastic scene, like, you know, something, like say, like from The Raid, or like Kingsman, like the church scene and that. Just like something big and epic that you'll remember as far as an action.
It's just kind of mediocre action for the rest of the film. But like, it's not dumb fun because the story's there, and you get, and like I said, I went in and I wasn't disappointed. It doesn't ask too much from the audience other than just to enjoy it.
For me, it really does. It plays out like a story from a comic. Like, they're just everything, all the beats that happen in it.
The first half, anyway. Like I said, I feel the second half just becomes a generic shoot 'em up with faceless villains, which pisses me off because I hate that kind of that they're all the same kind of affected.
But they were really just the lackeys, like, you know, just like henchmen.
But there's no emotion to that action. Then it's just like, oh, they're fighting nameless, faceless, kind of boring.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, the thing as well that superhero movies and big blockbusters like this need to get out is the fact that there's always a frickin' big beam in the sky scenario at the end, and it just pisses me off that they keep doing this thing. Avengers, Amazing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. It's that beam in the sky. Oh, we've got to get to a point in location. The main villain is there, surrounded by bad guys. Got to get through the bad guys, get to the villain, stop the beam in the sky. End. And that's exactly the motion that this movie went.
That's true.
And I just got a bit tired of it.
No, that's fair. Those are all fair points. I still feel like, for me at least, even though it wasn't great, it still played out for me like a comic book story would.
No,
but again, I agree with the big beam in the sky thing. I feel like they always try and throw in a big, visual presence that represents the threat of the actual enemy. Like, if they can't make them big.
It feels like people just jumping on the bandwagon to hate this film, and I think it's DC, unfortunately, has got a target where they're asking to get shit, even though the film is not that bad.
No.
And I had a lot of fun with Suicide Squad.
I like it. I really liked it.
Yeah. It's just, and unfortunately, all this negativity is stopping people to go see it. When I still think you should go see it. Like, just, you may not like it, but just go see it. Like, there's no harm in not going to see it. Just put throw in your 2 cents, go /1850 to go see the movie. Go see it on IMAX if you can. IMAX is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I saw it on IMAX.
Yeah. But it gets a bit old with negativity. I like to people more focus on the positive side of the movie than the negative. I know it's easy to focus on negatives, but focusing on the positive side of the movie is really good too. And there were some great positives in this movie.
Yeah. Okay, so overall, guys, like I said, there are a few things I had a problem with. But I felt like it was still fun, and all the characters I enjoyed the whole way through anyway. And the story was pretty simple, and I liked that. And I liked seeing the Joker. That was cool. So for me, I'm gonna probably give this. I kind of think it's maybe on par with like the Batman vs Superman, the extended cut anyway, not the theatrical release.
Yeah.
So. But what did I give that? I think I gave that a 7.5.
7.5,
But I think I liked it just a little bit more, maybe. Mostly because of these are some of my favorite characters. So
it's kind of like a bias again, like because you're a big fan of the comic books. So
yeah, I do have that bias. So let's just
and this is like this is a personal rating. So
so take that with a grain of salt. But I'm going to give this an 8.
Nice. I thought you would. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, this movie was good fun. Like, it was a summer movie that I was happy to go in and watch, and I really had a good time watching it. Again, the start of the movie, these music hits and the character intros. There was one point I was sitting in the cinema and they're getting dressed. Harley Quinn's putting a get up on. There's this brilliant track from I'm not going to say, but it's really good. And so I sat in the cinema doing it. And I was like, yes! It's one of those geek moments. And what's cool about these movies is that they have these cool geek moments. And
I love them.
It's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer. So Batman's in this movie. And he's great. And like, I love Ben Affleck as Batman.
Ben Affleck is a great Batman.
I want to see more of Batman. I want to see more of Joker. I want to see Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn going at it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I want to see that. That'd be awesome. And Viola Davis's character playing the head honcho.
Yeah,
she's good. She was really good.
I feel like maybe I didn't talk about her enough as well. But she was fantastic.
She was really good, and she was well developed, and there's quite a dark scene in the movie with her. And that's the kind of the David Ayer movie that I was kind of looking at with her character and some of the stuff that she does.
She's kind of a bad guy as well without being a villain. Like, she's just like ruthless.
And she uses people and she manipulates people, and interesting character. Again, along with like Deadshot and Harley Quinn, she's like one of those three are the most developed. Love to see more Batman. Definitely want to see more Joker as well. Yeah. I know, unfortunately, a lot of his stuff got cut out, and like there's a shot in the trailer where he's got like a burnt face holding a grenade. Don't see that in the movie at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a shame. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, guys. It's a fun comic book movie that plays, like Chris said, like a comic book. And I had a really good time watching it. I had absolutely fun. And great music, and like David Ayer's direction is nice. Again, the action needs just a kick in the ass to make it more emotional weight to it, to make it count, make the villains more badass. Just add more to the story. Don't just make the last 2 acts of the movie one big action scene. It's cool that they're moving and they're constantly moving around, but there needs to be more weight to it. And just stop this bullshit generic power beam in the sky ending. Yeah. It's buggy. So, overall, I'm going to give this movie a rating. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Okay. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Cool. No, I like that. I like that.
7 out of 10, which I think, because I definitely I'm going to buy this, of course, on Blu-ray. Or 4K Blu-ray and I'm going to rewatch it because I think I had a really fun time watching this movie, and I think a lot of this negative stuff that people, and it's just, and I talk to some people at work and it's like, oh, I'm not going to see it now because of all the negativity. I'm like, no, go see it. Like, make your own mind up about it.
Don't let them dictate you.
Yeah. And this whole bullshit with people trying to write a petition to shut down Rotten Tomatoes because make your own opinions of it, guys. Go see it. And like, what if you disagree with what we said? Hey, more power to you.
Yeah.
Good job. Go throw yourself off the building. But go see it. Make your own opinions, and like if you agree with some of our stuff, let us know. Yeah. And if you didn't, well, don't tell me.
Don't let us know.
I don't know about it.
Hey, well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure, Tom. Thank you for joining me.
It's been a pleasure.
Or if I joined you, I don't actually know.
I think we joined together.
We're a squad.
We're a squad. Are we a squad or are we just a duet?
I like to say squad.
A squad, right?
Because of the review, it's
two's company, three's a crowd. I don't know. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it as always. And please like and subscribe.
Check out our other videos.
Shootiest reviews. Yeah. Some great ones. Star Trek we've got a review for Star Trek, which is quite cool.
A recent one.
And Hunt for the Wilder People and the Jungle Book, some newish ones that are coming out on DVD soon as well.
So check out those reviews. Check out some of our other videos as well. We've got some top 5s. Some of our top 5 of who knows.
Yeah.
Top 5 Topic X.
Yeah, man.
And some other little short skits that we do. So
Top 5 Topic X. I get it.
Please check them out.
Jeez, watch it. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you later.
Bye.
God, I'm gonna get rid of Taylor. Shit. He's probably stinking up the room.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, get rid of him.